I'm glad to have you on our channel. Today we delve into the nostalgia of the 70s and 80s as we explore the shocking transformations of 6 of our favorite actors from that era. From iconic heartthrobs to sexy ladies, prepare to be amazed at how time has changed there. Hamill was born in Oakland, California, to Virginia Suzanne Johnson and William Thomas Hamill, a captain in the United States Navy. He majored in drama at Los Angeles City College and made his acting debut on The Bill Cosby Show, 1969. He then played a recurring role, Kent Murray, on the soap opera General Hospital, 1963, and co-starred on the comedy series The Texas Wheelers, 1974. Mark Hamill navigated a universe that went from feature films to television and voiceovers for video games. Most significantly, Hamill portrayed one of the most identifiable characters in film and pop culture history, Luke Skywalker, the farm boy-turned-Jedi Knight in Star Wars, 1977, The Empire Strikes Back, 1980, and Return of the Jedi, 1983. Despite the enormity of the Star Wars trilogy and its place in cinema history, Hamill's later film career faltered, only for him to re-emerge to breathe life into various animated characters. Because Star Wars creator George Lucas spun the films off into comic books, animated series, and video games, Hamill was assured work reprising Skywalker for years, long before J.J. Abrams breathed new life into that universe with Star Wars: The Force Awakens, 2015. On the stage, he had a critically praised turn in The Elephant Man, Amadeus, and Harrigan N. Hart. But it was his return to his original love of comic books that saw him voice scores of characters for film, television, and video games, most notably Skywalker and the Joker on Batman, the animated series, Fox, 1992-95. Though he branched out into multiple mediums, Hamill remained an icon for portraying a single character in arguably the biggest trilogy in cinema history. Richard was born on January 23, 1950 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. His father, Stuart Anderson, taught English, drama, and humanities at a local high school and was an accomplished jazz bassist. His mother, Jocelyn, was an artist, talented in both painting and sculpture. Richard is the eldest of their 4 sons. He and his brothers, Jeffrey Scott, Thomas John, and James Stewart, grew up in the Minneapolis suburb of Roseville, where Richard developed early interests in sports, the arts, music, and acting. Following his run on General Hospital, Richard made several guest appearances on a number of primetime shows, including The Facts of Life, which aired as an unsold pilot for a new sitcom, as well as today's FBI and The Love Boat. He returned to series television in 2 short-lived television series for CBS, first as the eldest brother in 7 Brides for 7 Brothers in 1982, and then as a hotshot naval pilot in Emerald Point N. In 1983, in 1985, Richard appeared with Valerie Bertinelli in Ordinary Heroes. Richard sought to break out of his action hero persona, and he demonstrated his incredible talent for a variety of roles when he appeared in several movies for CBS television. In 1992, he starred as a disillusioned cop opposite Justine Bateman in the Eyes of a Stranger, and later he appeared as a psychotic stalker pursuing Marg Helgenberger in Through the Eyes of a Killer. His chilling performance as an abusive husband opposite Susan Day in the 1994 movie Beyond Betrayal caused Daily Variety to remark, "Credit Richard Dean Anderson with a performance so creepy that masks of his character could be Halloween bestsellers." In June of 1995, he explored the opposite end of the acting spectrum with a powerful and touching performance as a father grieving the loss of his young son in Past the Bleachers for ABC. She was born on May 9, 1946 in Beverly Hills, California, USA, in the famous family of reverence actor, 1937 Oscar winner Edgar Bergen, and fashion model Frances Westcott. In cinema since 1966, the film Group, she became famous in the films of the 60s and early 70s in the leading roles of emancipated, uninhibited intellectuals, full of irony in relation to the external environment. Success brought roles in the film The Day the Fish Came In 1966, the drama Living to Live by Claude Lelouch in 1967, the film's Choice of the Path in 1970, and The Domino Principle in 1977. Bergen gained enormous popularity thanks to her participation in the television series Murphy Brown. The actress received 3 Golden Globes Globes, and 5 Emmy Awards. Candice Bergen's later works in big cinema gained success and critical approval, starting over Gandhi and Miss Congeniality, where the actress portrayed Katie, the criminal head of the competition, with satirical colors. Bergen has remained largely silent both as a photographer and journalist. Lauren Thews was born on October 26, 1953 in Braddock, Pennsylvania, USA. She is an actress, 1977, The X-Files, known for The Love Boat, The Game, 1998, and Generation Doom, 1995. She was previously married to Robert Nadir, Paulo Nunes, and John Vassell. After being fired from The Love Boat, 1977, in 1984, she fell into drug addiction. She has been sober for many years and makes a living doing voiceovers and radio commercials. She says she used to spend 16 hours a day caring for her sick husband. Even though she's been clean and sober for almost 35 years, she still feels stigmatized by her former Love Boat co-stars. She played the same character, Julie McCoy, in 4 different series: The Love Boat, 1977, Charlie's Angels, 1976, Martin, 1992, and The Love Boat, New Wave, 1998. Katie Sagal was born on January 19, 1954 in Los Angeles, California, USA. She is the eldest of 5 children of Russian Jewish director Boris Lvovich Sagal and singer Sarah Zwilling. Katie Sagal made her acting debut in 1973 in the detective film Columbo, directed by her father. But we had to wait a long time for a breakthrough. In 1985-1986, Katie Sagal played a newspaper columnist, one of the minor characters in the sitcom Mary, the showrunners of the comedy show Married. With children, the prototype of the series Happy Together saw her in this role. The actress got the role of Peggy Bundy, the lazy and lustful wife of a shoe salesman. Married, with Children was filmed from 1987 to 1997 and brought Katie Sagal popularity. It was thanks to this series that she was invited to star in the sitcom 8 Simple Rules and voice Leela, a female Cyclops from the cartoon Futurama. In the 2000s, Katie Sagal's filmography was replenished with a dozen TV series: Lost, Ghost Whisperer, Boston Legal, Eli Stone, Shameless, etc. The actress received her main award Golden Globe received for the crime drama Sons of Anarchy. Malcolm McDowell. McDowell has created a gallery of iconic characters since catapulting to the screen as Mick Travis in Lindsay Anderson's prize-winning sensation, If. His place in movie history was subsequently secured when Stanley Kubrick finally found the actor he was searching for to play the gleefully amoral Alex in A Clockwork Orange. Those legendary roles are among the ones that have endured with legions of filmgoers, while new fans have been won over by his tyrannical Soren, the destroyer of Captain Kirk, in Star Trek, Generations, his Machiavellian Mr. Rourke in Fantasy Island, and his comically pompous Professor Steve Pynchon in the critically hailed CBS television series, Pearl, starring opposite Rhea Perlman. In 2012, Malcolm was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. McDowell's distinctive motion picture characterizations include Richard Lester's Royal Flash, Paul Schrader's Cat People, Rachel Talali's Tank Girl, Joseph Losey's Figures in a Landscape, Brian Forbes' The Raging Moon, and the Chaplin-esque studio boss in Blake Edwards' Sunset. Other film work includes Bobby Jones, Stroke of Genius, In Good Company, I Spy, Robert Altman's The Company, Robert Downey Sr., S. Hugo Poole with Sean Penn, Robert Downey Jr., and Kathy Moriarty, Just Visiting Mr. Magoo, Hugh Hudson's My Life So Far, Blue Thunder, Neil Marshall's Doomsday in 2007, Rob Zombie's Halloween I2, and the voice of villain Dr. Calico in Disney's 2008 box office hit, Bolt. In late 2011, Malcolm was seen in the Academy Award-winning silent film sensation, The Artist. In 2012, Amy Heckerling's Vamps with Sigourney Weaver and Alicia Silverstone followed, as did Silent Hill Revelation, 3D, and alongside Pierce Brosnan and Salma Hayek in the film, Some Kind of Beautiful. In 2019, McDowell was cast again as a series regular in the Simon Pegg/Nick Frost pen show, Truth Seekers. The show debuted on Amazon in October 2020.